Alright, here's a perfect little Christmas craft. It's fun little hand-painted acrylic ornaments that you can do. Perfect for gift toppers and for gift bag tags. Alright, here's a perfect little Christmas craft. It's fun little hand-painted acrylic ornaments that you can do. Perfect for gift toppers and for gift bag tags. But I did a reel on this on Instagram and I had so many questions. I thought I'd do a quick, just a little tutorial and post it for you. Just fun for the holidays. So what you're going to need is a pencil. You need just these little acrylic disc. They have them in a lot of different sizes, but I'm going to put all the links to everything so you can find that in the blog post. An acrylic marker. My favorite are Posca pens, and then I love this gold Krylon here. And then I have some cute little, these are little velvet strings that I use for the hanger, just a variety of colors. And then I'm just using some fabric scraps. I just picked out some kind of Christmas colors to match the colors I'm going to be using. Red, green, and just a black. And these are just little fat quarters. You could use any kind of fabric, any kind of ribbons you had, just for a fun little topper. So let's get started. The more of these you make, the easier it gets, but just because I'm not great with lettering or script, that's not my kind of thing, I'm going to go ahead and trace these, and I'm just going to show you what I did for my designs. So you have to peel off on these little ornaments. There is a protective covering, so when you get them in, they look like this, and you have to peel that protective covering off both sides. But I'm going to go ahead and just, with my pencil, I've got a piece of paper here so you can see, and I'm just going to trace my ornament, and that way I have just a little template that I can work off of when I'm doing my lettering. And you can do whatever design you wanted. If you can see here on my, it's really, I'm going to redo one because it's hard to see, but I did like 3 different designs. I did one that said Joy, one that said 2024, and one that said Holly Jolly. So I'm going to recreate the Holly Jolly one for you, and I just simply did some little holly leaves, some berries to kind of line. You could do your own design, or you're welcome to use my design, modify it how you like. You could do something just really, you know, generic, even just like polka dots if you wanted to try a simpler border. And then I'm gonna and always remember, when you're working with paint pens, they do, your letters grow, so make sure you leave enough spacing between your letters. And I just kind of like them fun and wonky like this. And I'm going to put the little 2024 down here. You could write a name, you could do anything you want to do. And then this gives you a template so that when you're doing your lettering, if you're doing multiples, it just makes it a lot easier to follow. This helps me to avoid mistakes, especially with my lettering, because sometimes with the lettering you gotta really think, or you can run out of room real quick. So on these Posca pens, I'll link a set, my favorite set. I had several people ask me whatever safe point this was. So I have, my favorite points are these here, which are the, they come in a set, and these are the 0.9 to 1.3 millimeter points. This one I'm using here is a bigger point. It's a bullet shaped. I think these are considered the fine point though, the ones that I prefer. You could put your favorite Christmas saying, whatever you wanted it to be. And this just kind of gives you a little guide to go by. And just use your favorite colors. And you can see I'm kind of veering off from my template there. Kind of working on that spacing a little bit. I didn't quite get this one the way I wanted, so oops. Oops. The good thing about this is if you do mess up, I would keep a Q-tip handy. I always have a Q-tip handy when I'm working on these acrylic things because you can come in and modify that there before it dries all the way. Let's see here. Okay. And then you would let this dry. I'm gonna do a second layer just because I think the layers make it look more dimensional. So I'm just gonna hit it really quick. You wanna make sure when you're using these acrylic paint pens that you let everything dry before you do a second layer because it'll ruin your pens. I'm gonna put a lighter color over these, and so you wanna make sure it's dry all the way. And while that is continuing to dry, let's see here, I'm just going to add some little white fun dots. I use polka dots. Polka dots are kind of my jam. Dots always make everything look better. I don't know. Could be little snowflakes maybe, or who knows what they are, but to me they're fun. Okay, and then so just another little layer there. Uh-oh, I messed up one of the polka dots. Oops.